You were standing at the airport with your suitcase by your side. I was trying not to break down, trying hard to keep my pride. You said it's only 6 months. I said I'll be counting every day. And you kissed me in the morning and watched me drive away. I took that job in Dallas. You stayed back in Tennessee. We talked beneath the kitchen light most nights past 11:30. You tell me about your garden, I'd tell you about the rain. We tried to make 1,000 miles feel like they were nothing anyway. But distance has a funny way of making small things hurt. A missed call becomes an argument, and silence becomes worse. There were miles between us, but you were always on my mind. Every highway, every red light, every lonely Friday night. There were miles between us in a world we couldn't see, but every road I drove along was bringing you back to me. I didn't know how love could last with so much empty space, but somehow through 1,000 miles I still felt your embrace. When winter came to Texas and the work got hard and long, I missed your birthday dinner and you said I shouldn't call. You weren't angry when you said it, but somehow hurt me more. You said I don't need your promises, I need you here at my door. I hung up and sat there in a motel room alone. Your picture on the nightstand made that strange place feel like home. I looked at that old photograph we took beside the lake, and finally understood that night how much a man can lose by waiting. So I packed my bags at midnight, didn't tell my boss goodbye. I pointed that old pickup east and drove beneath the sky. There were miles between us, but you were always on my mind. Every highway, every red light, every lonely Friday night. There were miles between us and a world we couldn't see, but every road I drove alone was bringing you back to me. I didn't know how love could last with so much empty space, but somehow through 1,000 miles I still felt your embrace. The sun was coming up in Nashville when I finally saw your town. I pulled beside your driveway, but I couldn't get out. I was scared that I had waited one day too long to come home. Then I saw your porch light glowing and knew I wasn't alone. You opened up the front door, still wearing your old blue shirt. I said, I'm sorry for the distance, I'm sorry that I made you hurt. You didn't say a word at first, you just walked into my arms, and every mile between us disappeared there in the dark. There were miles between us, but they couldn't change your heart. Every road, every lonely night was only keeping us apart. There were miles between us. Now there's nowhere left to go, 'cause I'm standing in your kitchen, and I'm never letting go. If tomorrow takes me somewhere, you can bet I'm taking you. I've learned what matters most in life, and it isn't chasing dreams alone. 'Cause a man can cross the country, he can build a life from stone, but none of it means anything if he has nobody waiting home. Now we drive that old highway with your hand resting in mine. The miles are still beneath us, but they don't matter this time. 'Cause wherever life may take us, one thing will always be true. There may be miles beneath our wheels, but there'll never be miles between us. You were standing at the airport with your suitcase by your side. I was trying not to break down, trying hard to keep my pride. You said it's only 6 months. I said I'll be counting every day. Then you kissed me in the morning and watched me drive away. I took that job in Dallas, you stayed back in Tennessee. We talked beneath the kitchen light, most nights past 11:30. You tell me about your garden, I tell you about the rain. We tried to make 1,000 miles feel like they were nothing anyway. We were sitting in the kitchen with the lights turned down low, 3 unpaid bills on the table and nowhere left to go. You were staring at your coffee, I was staring at the floor. Neither one of us was talking like we'd done 1,000 times before. The rent was due on Monday, the truck was barely running. You said maybe we're just tired, I said maybe we're done. And you took off your wedding ring and laid it on the table. I felt my whole world disappear, but I knew I wasn't able. 'Cause I could lose the money, I could lose the house, I could lose every dream we ever talked about, but losing you, baby, was something I couldn't live without. You're worth the fight, worth every sleepless night, worth every mile when the road gets rough, worth every tear we cry when the world says goodbye. You're the reason I still believe in us. We don't need a perfect life, we just need a little more time. So if you're asking me if our love is worth the fight, baby, it is tonight. We packed a couple boxes, moved into your sister's spare room. I took a job at the factory. You worked late afternoons. We ate cheap meals at midnight and laughed about how bad they were. Somehow those little moments were the best ones we ever had. I started fixing old furniture. You started selling things online. We turned a broken table into something we could call ours. Every dollar that we saved went into that little dream. Not a mansion on a hilltop, just a place with a porch and a swing. And slowly we remembered what we'd forgotten somewhere down the line. Love isn't what you have, it's who stays when you have nothing left to hide. You're worth the fight, worth every sleepless night, worth every mile when the road gets rough, worth every tear we cry when the world says goodbye. You're the reason I still believe in us. We don't need a perfect life, we just need a little more time. So if you're asking me if our love is worth the fight, baby, it is tonight. One spring morning, I came home with a set of keys. You were standing in the driveway and you couldn't stop smiling at me. I said, what's going on? You said, turn around and look. There was a little white house with a red front door. It wasn't much, but it was ours. 2 bedrooms and a little yard, a place where we could start again. With all our broken pieces in our hands. You started crying, I started laughing. Then we held each other in that empty room. And I swear at that moment I loved you more than I ever knew. You're worth the fight, worth every sleepless night, worth every road that brought me back to us, worth every scar we earned, every lesson that we learned, every time we chose forgiveness over pride. We don't need a perfect life, just your hand holding mine. And if tomorrow brings another storm, we'll face it side by side. 'Cause I've seen what happens when 2 hearts refuse to run. I've seen a broken dream turn into a place called home. And if I had to start again with nothing but your love, I'd take your hand and I'd choose you, just like I did once. So leave the porch light on, baby, I'll be home before midnight. We've got a little house, a little hope, and a whole lifetime to get it right. We may never have it all, but I've got you, and that's enough. Yeah, baby, you're worth the fight. We were 17 beneath the bleachers. You had your mama's old blue car. I had a pocket full of quarters and a dream that wouldn't take us far. We'd park beside that county river, talk until the moon was gone. You'd lay your head against my shoulder, and I'd swear we'd never change at all. And life came knocking on our door, bills and babies, broken plans. I took a job 3 states away. You stayed behind and raised our son. We promised we'd be home by Christmas, but Christmas turned a year somehow. And every time I looked at your picture, I wondered if you'd want me now. Some loves burn like wildfire, some fade like an old photograph, but ours kept glowing in the dark, even when we lost the path. After all these years, after all these tears, after every road that pulled me far away, if you ask me now if I'd change somehow, I'd still choose you at the end of every day. When the world gets heavy, when the nights get cold, when our hands get tired and our stories getting old, if I had 1,000 lives and 1,000 hearts to lose, I'd find you every time, and I'd still choose you. I came home one October morning, found you sitting on the porch. Your hair turned a little silver, but your eyes were just like before. Our boy was grown and had a family. There were pictures hanging on the wall. I saw the life I missed while running, and I felt every mile I'd lost. You didn't ask me where I'd been, you didn't make me beg or cry. You just poured another cup of coffee and said, "It's good to see you alive." I laughed because I didn't know what else a broken man could say. Then you reached across that wooden table and quietly took my hand that day. After all these years, after all these tears, after every road that pulled me far away, if you ask me now if I change somehow, I'd still choose you at the end of every day. When the world gets heavy, when the nights get cold, when our hands get tired and our stories getting old, if I had 1,000 lives and 1,000 hearts to lose, I'd find you every time, and I'd still choose you. We can't get back the years we lost, can't erase the roads I took, can't turn the pages backward, can't change the ending of that book. But maybe love ain't about forever, it's finding your way home and having the courage to restart. So I pulled that old blue car from the barn behind your house. We drove down to the river where we used to dream out loud. You laughed when I said, I remember. I said I never forgot. You leaned your head against my shoulder, just like 17-year-old us. After all these years, after all these tears, after everything we couldn't say, you're still the one. You're still the one. You're still my home. You're still my home. You're still the reason I believe in grace. And when the world gets heavy, when our hands get old, when our hearts slow down and our stories finally told, if I had 1,000 lives and 1,000 hearts to lose, I'd find you every time. I'd walk every road for you. And when forever comes, there's only one thing I would do. Close my eyes, take your hand, and still choose you. That old river keeps on running, the moon still shines the same. And after all these years, I still whisper your name. We were 17 beneath the bleachers. You had I met you on a Friday night at a little bar off Highway 9. You were laughing with your friends. I was nursing one last beer. You caught my eye across the room, like a song I already knew. You walked up and said, hey, stranger. And somehow everything got clear. We drove until the morning light, to strangers talking all night long. You told me about your daddy's farm. I told you where I went wrong. By sunrise we were holding hands like we'd known each other all our lives. And I swear that old dirt road was the beginning of my life. We didn't have much money, just a truck and a couple dreams, but you made that little house feel like everything I'd ever need. If the world keeps turning and the years keep moving on, if the rain keeps falling and the nights get way too long, I'll follow every highway, I'll cross every county line. No matter where this life takes us, I'll find my way back to you. Yeah, I'll always find my way back to you. Then came that winter, we got broke, bills stacked up beside the door. You took a job 2 towns away. I started working double shifts at 4. We stopped saying I love you somewhere between the stress and pain, and the silence in that little house started sounding like the rain. One night you packed a suitcase with tears running down your face. You said maybe love ain't enough if we're always running in place. I wanted to tell you not to go, but pride got in the way. So I watched your taillights disappear and cursed the words I couldn't say. If the world keeps turning and the years keep moving on, if the rain keeps falling and the nights get way too long, I'll follow every highway, I'll cross every county line. No matter where this life takes us, I'll find my way back to you. Yeah, I'll always find my way back to you. 3 months later, midnight rain, I saw your number on my phone. You said I'm tired of being strong, and I'm tired of being alone. I jumped inside that old truck with nothing but a tank of gas, drove through every storm that night, just praying we could make it last. When I saw you standing there on your mama's front porch light, I didn't make some perfect speech, I just held you through the night. You whispered, "Do you still love me?" I said, "More than yesterday." And for the first time in forever, we both knew what to say. Let the world keep turning, let the years keep moving on, let the rain keep falling, we'll keep holding on. I've traveled every highway, I've crossed every county line, and now I know the greatest road was the one that led me back to you. Yeah, we lost a little time, yeah, we both got hurt, but every broken mile taught us what we're worth. So if tomorrow takes us somewhere we never thought we'd go, just take my hand, baby, I'll never let you go. Someday when our hair turns silver and these old roads fade from view, I'll look across that front porch and still see that girl I knew. You were never just a place, you were never just a dream, you were every road I traveled to become the man you needed me to be. And if I had to live it all again, I'd make every mistake come true. 'Cause every road, every tear, every mile led me back to you. There was a little diner on the edge of our hometown, where the coffee tasted better when you were sitting around. You wore that faded denim jacket, I wore boots with a broken sole. You said you look like trouble, I said, baby, you don't know. We talked until the sunrise, while the waitress swept the floor. You laughed at all my stupid jokes, and I wanted something more. I walked you to your front door underneath that summer rain. You kissed me like tomorrow was a promise we could claim. We didn't know the years ahead, we didn't know the roads we'd take. We only knew that night we never wanted it to break. Take me back to where we began, before the years changed who we are, before the distance, before the pain, before we learned to hide our hearts. If I could hold you like I did that summer underneath the stars, I'd tell you then what I know now. You were always worth the scars. So take me back to where we began. We built a life outside the city, bought a house and settled down. You planted roses by the window, I fixed fences all around. We had a little boy who called me Dad, and your laughter filled those walls. For a while I thought forever meant we'd never lose it all. But somewhere in the busy years we stopped talking like before. You slept beside me every night, but somehow felt 1,000 miles away. I blame the bills, I blame the job, you blame the time we never made. Neither one of us was listening, neither one of us could say. Sometimes love doesn't disappear, it just gets buried underneath the things we never say out loud, the words we're too afraid to speak. Take me back to where we began, before the years changed who we are, before the distance, before the pain, before we learned to hide our hearts. If I could hold you like I did that summer underneath the stars, I'd tell you then what I know now. You were always worth the scars. So take me back to where we began. One night you found that old jacket hanging in the back of the closet. You pulled a photograph from the pocket and started crying when you saw it. It was us outside that diner, young and foolish, 23. You said, I miss those two kids. I said, they're still inside of me. I took your hand across the table like I should have done years ago. I said, I don't want another life, I just want the one we know. You looked at me through tear-filled eyes and whispered, then don't let me go. So I pulled you close and promised I'd spend forever letting you know. We don't have to go back where we began. We can't erase the years gone by, but we can make these years ahead the best ones of our lives. I'll hold you like that summer when the stars were burning bright, and I'll love you through the ordinary on every Tuesday night. 'Cause love ain't just the first kiss or the feeling when you're young. It's choosing someone every morning when the easy days are gone. And if tomorrow brings us storms, I'll be standing by your side. 'Cause after everything we've been through, you're still the one I choose tonight. There's still a little diner on the edge of our hometown. Sometimes we drive there on a Friday and watch the sun go down. You wear that faded denim jacket, I still wear those old boots. And after all these years, my love, I'm still falling for you. You woke me up on Sunday with rain against the glass. Said, baby, I got something you probably won't like to hear. I knew it by your silence before you said the words. They let you go on Friday after 10 good years of work. I held you in the kitchen while the coffee went cold. You said, I'm scared of losing everything we've ever known. I looked around that little house at pictures on the wall and said, we might lose some things, but we won't lose it all. 'Cause I've seen you face the hardest days with nothing but your heart. And if this life is falling down, we'll build it from the start. Let it rain on Sunday, let the whole sky fall. We don't need a perfect life, we never did it all. If the money runs out, if the road gets rough, I'll be right here beside you, and that will be enough. We may not know tomorrow, we may not know the way, but I know I love you at the end of every day. So let it rain on Sunday, let the thunder roll. As long as I have you, we can make it through it all. Monday came with job applications, Tuesday came with doubt, Wednesday you were staring at the bills we couldn't pay. Thursday I came home early with groceries in my hands. You smiled and said, we're crazy. I said, maybe that's the plan. We sold the old motorcycle, you gave up your vacation. I started taking overtime, you took another shift. We learned to cook with cheaper things, we learned to make them taste like home. And somehow in those little moments, we never felt alone. And there were nights you cried beside me, thinking I was fast asleep. I held your hand beneath the blanket and promised you I'd keep. Let it rain on Sunday, let the whole sky fall. We don't need a perfect life, we never did it all. If the money runs out, if the road gets rough, I'll be right here beside you, and that will be enough. We may not know tomorrow, we may not know the way, but I know I'll love you at the end of every day. So let it rain on Sunday, let the thunder roll. As long as I have you, we can make it through it all. Then one morning in September, you came running through the door. You were holding out a letter with a smile I never seen before. You said they offered me the job I thought I'd never get. I pulled you close and whispered, see, we're not finished yet. That evening we sat on the porch with 2 cold glasses in our hands. The clouds were breaking open and sunlight crossed the land. You leaned against my shoulder and said, you know what I learned? I said, what? You smiled and told me, love is staying when it hurts. We used to think that happiness was a house with a bigger room, a brand new truck in the driveway, and money left for something new. Now I know it's Sunday morning with your head against my chest. It's hearing you laugh in the kitchen and knowing we've survived the rest. So let it rain on Sunday, let the whole sky fall. We don't need a perfect life, we never needed it at all. If the money runs out, we'll find another way. If the road gets rough, we'll walk it anyway. We may not have forever written out in black and white, but I know I'll choose you every morning, every night. So let it rain on Sunday, let the thunder roll. As long as I'm beside you, baby, we can make it whole. Years from now we'll tell our children about that rainy Sunday morning, how we thought our world was ending when a new one was beginning. And every time the clouds come in, I'll pull you close and say, let it rain on Sunday, we'll be okay. I was 23 and running wild, with a cheap guitar and a restless smile. Had a little town behind my back and a one-way ticket in my hand. You stood there underneath the porch light, said, baby, don't be gone too long. I kissed your cheek and promised you I'd call you when I made it through. I chased those dreams from state to state, sleeping in the backseat, tempting fate. Every little town, another stage, every dollar put another mile away. You sent me pictures from our old front yard, I sent you postcards from some distant bar. And somewhere between the road and fame, I stopped hearing you say my name. Then one cold December, I came back home, but the porch was dark and you were gone. I thought I was building a better life, working every day, chasing every high. I thought someday I'd give you everything, a bigger house, a diamond ring. But love don't wait forever, and dreams don't hold you when you're lonely. Now I'm standing in an empty room, wondering what I was trying to prove. I spent my whole life chasing what I wanted, lost the one thing I needed most. Now I know home ain't a house, home is who you love. I found your letter in the kitchen drawer, the one I never bothered looking for. You said I loved you through the distance, but I can't keep loving you alone. You didn't blame me, didn't call me cruel. You just said I hope you find your truth. And those words hit harder than a goodbye, 'cause I knew the fault was mine. I drove 3 hours to your sister's place with 1,000 apologies I couldn't say. You opened the door with tears in your eyes, and for a moment neither one could lie. I said I don't need the money, I don't need the road, I don't need another empty trophy sitting in a room I don't call home. I thought I was building a better life, working every day, chasing every high. I thought someday I'd give you everything, a bigger house, a diamond ring. But love don't wait forever, and dreams don't hold you when you're lonely. Now I'm standing here with nothing to prove, just asking if there's still a place for me and you. I spent my whole life chasing what I wanted, and lost the one thing I needed most. Now I know home ain't a house, home is who you love. You said if you really mean it, don't promise me the moon, just promise you'll be here when the hard days come too soon. So I took your hand and left my old life behind. For the first time in forever, I didn't care about the finish line. Now there's coffee on the front porch, Sunday morning coming through, your old blue jeans beside my boots, and I still can't believe I found you. We don't have a mansion, we don't have $1 million, but there's laughter in these walls, and your picture in the hallway. And every night when I turn off the lights, I thank God I finally got it right. I spent too many years chasing what I wanted, but you were everything I needed all along. Now I know home ain't a house, home is where your heart belongs. So if you're out there on some highway thinking love can wait another day, turn that truck around before it's too late. Some roads are meant to lead you home. There was a suitcase by the doorway and a picture on the wall, 2 kids smiling in the summer before we learned to lose it all. You said I don't hate you, darling, I'm just tired of feeling alone. Then you turned around and left me standing in our empty home. I wanted to say I loved you, but the words got stuck inside. Pride can make a fool of a man, and I let mine win that night. I watched your headlights disappear down that old familiar road, and I sat there in silence with nowhere left to go. Sometimes you don't know what you have until the room goes quiet. Sometimes a person you would die for is the one you stop trying to fight for. If I had one more night, I'd hold you a little tighter. I'd listen when you told me you were breaking on the inside. I wouldn't talk about the money, I wouldn't blame it on the time. I'd tell you every little reason why I'm thankful you're mine. If I had one more night, I'd do everything right. 3 weeks passed without a phone call, 3 weeks staring at that door. Then I found a folded letter hidden underneath the floor. It was written on our anniversary, 3 years before that night. You said, I still believe in us, I just need you to believe in us too. I read those words 100 times till the ink began to blur. I realized I'd spent our whole life trying to fix what wasn't hers. It wasn't the bills of broken dreams or the long hours at the job. It was two people growing tired and forgetting what they had. So I grabbed my keys at midnight with your photograph beside me. For the first time in my life, I knew exactly where I needed to be. If I had one more night, I'd hold you a little tighter. I'd listen when you told me you were breaking on the inside. I wouldn't talk about the money, I wouldn't blame it on the time. I'd tell you every little reason why I'm thankful you're mine. If I had one more night, I'd do everything right. I drove until the sunrise through the cold December rain. When I pulled into your mother's driveway, I almost drove away. Then you opened up the front door with tears already in your eyes. I said, I don't deserve forgiveness, but I'm asking you tonight. You didn't say you loved me, you didn't say we'd be okay. You just stepped into my arms and let me hold you while you cried. I whispered, I'm still learning how to be the man you need. You said, then stop trying to be perfect, just don't stop choosing me. So we sat beneath the porch light, talking till the morning came, about every little wound we carried, about every word we never said. We didn't fix it in one evening, we didn't erase the years, but we finally started listening, and that's when love came near. I don't need one more night, I just need every morning, every ordinary Tuesday, every Sunday when we're older. I'll listen when you're hurting, I'll be there when life gets hard. I'll remind you that I love you before the words become too far. And if we get another lifetime, I'd still find you in this life. 'Cause you were never just my love, you were always my home. And if tomorrow more wasting time. There's a suitcase in the closet, but it hasn't moved in years. There's a picture on the mantle and two people smiling there. We're not the same two kids who promised love would never change. We're something stronger now, 'cause we learn to love through pain. And every night before I sleep, I reach across and hold your hand, thankful for the second chance I almost didn't understand. If I had